My name is Dwinda Agustin, and I'll read the headlines of the day. Child murder. The girl, who was still in junior high school, sadistically killed 9-year-old child with APA's intelligence by drowning and then keeping his body in a closet. From the police, NF previously had a desire to kill someone. Thursday afternoon, APS victim happened to be in her house. The distance from NF's house and the victim was close by. The victim used to play there because he was a playmate of a NF's sister. By NF, the victim was asked to pick up a toy that was in the bathtub. After the boy was in the tub, then NF drowned it. Not only drowned, NF also strangled the victim while in the tub. After the boy limped off, NF took the victim out of the tub. However, blood came out from victim's nose. NF then poked the victim's nose with a tissue and tied it. Police said NF had put the victim's body in a bucket. By NF, the body was covered with bed linen so that people in her house were not suspicious. Originally, NF wanted to dispose of victims who had limped helplessly. Because it was late afternoon, NF put the boy in a closet. On Friday, 3rd June 2020 morning, NF was confused to find the location of the victim's body disposal. At that time, NF was about to go to school. On the way, she changed her school uniform with other clothes and then came to report to Taman Sari Metropolis and confessed to killing. By Taman Sari Metropolis, NF was handed over to Sawah Besar Police. Until now, NF is still being intensively examined at the Central Jakarta Metropolis Station. Central Jakarta Metropolis Chief Kombes Herunovianto said NF was satisfied. In fact, she doesn't seem to regret taking out the underage boy he's known for a long time. Head of Public Relations of Metro Jaya Police Kombes, Yusri Yunus said, NF has a hobby of watching horror movies. One of the most popular movies watched by NF is Chucky, a killer doll that was popular in 1988. From the scene of the crime, held on Friday, 6 March 2020, police found shocking facts. Apparently, NF has a collection of images with expression of heart through English. In the first picture, there appears to be a woman tied to her body. The image of the woman is only displayed in half. In addition, police also found a medium-sized whiteboard. The whiteboard contains NF's outpouring heart. 2 months passed, the case re-emerged with a new fact. NF is a victim of sexual violence and is pregnant. This information was conveyed by the Director General of Social Rehabilitation of the Ministry of Social Affairs, Heri Hikmat. Thursday, 14 May 2020, this is known after NF underwent psychological examination at the East Jakarta Police Hospital. Harry said that she is pregnant 14 weeks. So when NF took APA's life, she was already pregnant. The alleged sexual assault was committed by 3 people closest to NF. They are now suspects. The fornication occurred by approximately 3 times, all before the murders. The perpetrators threatened to spread the video if NF wouldn't follow their patient. The latest facts about NF suspects, who are still classified as children because they are under 18 years old. It's not yet clear whether she was incarcerated or rehabilitated. While NF's boyfriend and her 2 uncles will obviously be criminally charged. The condition is improving now. NF is located in Handayani Children's Social Rehabilitation Center in East Jakarta. There, she received social rehabilitation service while awaiting trial. Harry Hikmat says NF condition is slowly improving. He even said that NF asked to stay in the hall and wanted to take care of her own son after birth. Thank you for your attention. The next news will be read by my partner, Annisa Iffah.
Thank you, Dwinda. Now, Annisa, will bring news related to the weather that happened in Indonesia. Good morning. My name is Annisa Iffah, and I'll read the headlines of the day. East Java landslide kills 4 with 14 missing. At least 4 people have died and 14 are missing after a landslide caused by torrential rain swept away several homes in Nganjuk Regency in East Java. Officials said Monday, with hundreds forced to flee their flooded homes. 21 people were initially reported missing, but 3 individuals were rescued after the disaster that struck Sunday evening in the rural part of East Java. The National Search and Rescue Agency, Basarnas, said it had found 4 bodies, but were still looking for 14 people reported missing. We cannot bring heavy equipment to the site of the landslide currently. However, we are currently trying to make our way, the East Java Search and Rescue Agency told ABB in a written statement. The landslide also seriously damaged 8 houses, said the agency. In Pasuruan, a town in the same province, was also flooded after a river overflowed due to the heavy rains, forcing more than 350 people to flee their homes, the agency added. Fatal landslide and flash flood are common across the archipelago with seasonal downpours and frequent and relentless. In January, at least 21 people died and more than 60,000 were evacuated after a series of major floods hit South Kalimantan. Thank you.